Good evening, Malaysia. Today, our guest, GLN Shastri sir, we heartfully welcome you, sir, for our program. And let me introduce Shastri sir in few lines. Having corporate experience over 38 years in many reputed organizations like Burger Paint, HCL, Vedanta Group, Jawahar Group, and Mahendra Group. And currently, Sir is working as a Chief Strategy Officer for a Texas based telecom company. From childhood, Shastri Sir in spiritual path, and now he entered into the meditation in 2008. Heading North India for the past decades, facilitating various mega events in North India with the support of all state heads. Recently, Shastri sir, with the support of all the people, completed Digital Maha Yoga Dhyana Kumbha 4 in October and November, and also launched PMC Hindi channel for the entire India and the whole world, assigning in bringing out monthly magazine called as Pyramid Dhyana Jagat. And he is happily enjoying and spiritually working with all family members and abundantly serving PSSM as a whole from entire family. Thank you one and all. Welcome you, Shastri sir.
Thank you, Swati. Thank you very much for your wonderful introduction. And I'm extremely glad to be part of the Malaysia team today. So I always used to travel, not last for the last few years. I was not traveling. I was covering the entire APAC region, ANZ, Australia, New Zealand, and Germany. So I'm very glad to be again part of the Malaysia team and would like to take on further. If uh, if everybody say yes, then we can start. I was told that Lakshman Garu is going to have a couple of questions. Once we have a question interaction, either starting or ending, we can go and forward with the presentation on the topic which was mentioned as no doctor, no medicine, only meditation. With that topic, we can go ahead. Thank you.
My humble tribute to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. This Pyramid Health channel was started with the guidance and inspiration of Brahmarshi Subhash Patriji. Namaste, Shastri sir.
Namaste, sir.
Welcome to Pyramid Health Channel Malaysia. It's a great honor for us to have you on our platform, sir.
Thank you.
So I'll take forward with a few questions from our side.
Sure, certainly, sir.
Sir, when and how did meditation came into your life, sir?
See, as I am from a spiritual and God-fearing and service-oriented family, and my parents used to be Satyasai Baba. They are the devotees of Satyasai Baba and Puttaparthi. From our childhood, we used to attend all the bhajans and all the Balavikas programs and all. So every Sundays we used to go and do Narayan Seva in the nearby localities and area. So that the way Seva is there in our genes from our childhood. Yes, of course, that has grown over a period of time. And when I joined the corporate life, so I was having severe neurological problem when I was working in HCL. I was having blood clots in my brain. That's the point of time we were exploring multiple options. The entire story of what I'm going to explain, maybe I will delay it because in the video format, it is already there. I started in 2010 with the chronic disease. That's a U-turn in my life, and that made me to enter into the meditation path. Spiritual path already there, meditation path started from 2010.
Sir, but you just mentioned you had a very serious chronic problem, health problem.
Yeah, that I will start in the video. That video is already there in the presentation. If I explain, that will become a repetition. So that's the reason why I'll just park this question for a moment.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Because
So then, when did
then
you stop taking medicine, sir, and why?
the point is that I was having, because of this problem, left side has become like a paralysis. I used to take 12 to 13 tablets. There was no sensation in my left side of my body. And because I am the only bread earner in the entire family, and they're all dependent, and so that's the point. At a lot of stress and strain used to be there, and the financial strength in the family. So we have gone to meet in the corporate meet. In fact, doctors have suggested not to do the stress job and go for a desk job. I was a CEO, COO and a senior vice president in the company because I used to frequently travel. So doctors have suggested not to travel and take a desk job and reduce your stress. That's the way they suggest, and they only suggested to do some kind of meditation. In fact, they are prescribed to do meditation by the doctors. So at that point of time, we have started exploring multiple organizations and wanted to see where guru-based, non-guru-based organization. That is the way we came across PSSM. So that's around 12 years back. 2008 was the story it started. So 12 years back, that's the way we entered into the connected with the PSSM.
Great change, sir. Beautiful. At least you, with meditation, you made a great change in your life.
Yeah.
So, what would be your advice for us? How does one live a healthy and happy life? And what were the small changes you made in your life, sir, to achieve this?
One, because it has brought a lot of discipline in life. Meditation has brought a lot of discipline in life. Number one. Number two is that there is no expectation, it becomes a spiritual friendship. In the corporate sector, we always wanted to compete. We never compliment. So we always look at the numbers, we always look at the market share. So that's the reason why we developed a different kind of stress and uneven times of eating food. These are all things have been sliced down because a disciplined life, not only in your day to day but also in your routine, in your eating habits, in your sleeping habits, in your presentations, in communicating with various senior level and junior level people. Be clear and crystal. Do not expect, give them the task but don't be behind them. Give them the empowerment has to be done. So these are the few things I have learned. So earlier I used to be carrot and drive because typical management principles, the moment the target is reached or not reached, you're behind them. So this has given a lot of comfort. Understand the other person, understand the other person's of emotions and give them, explain to them importance of that and leave it to them. So that has given me a lot of strength. So the moment we called as so-called gray hair and no hair people always thinks that we are only disciplined. We only know principles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other people we think that no, we know better. So these kind of attitude changes. So these all things are imbibed during the last decade plus of years of experience doing meditation, meetings, various peoples, and Sajjana Sangacha, because there are so many great masters are there, PSSM has produced. We never look at their age. See, you know so many examples like that. Ayappa is a great example, right? Don't look at his age. He's 30, 35. That's not the age. The kind of knowledge he has, the kind of discipline he has, the kind of commitment he has. So we get a lot of inspiration from youngsters like that, like Swati. Like there are so many young teams that you see in Germany, Madhu Gajala, and you see Ramesh. So many umpteen examples are there. So these are the things we understand. We never look at, once you started meditating, once you start understanding, then you will not look at their physical body and physical age. You understand their knowledge and what they can, how they are doing, their commitment, their sincerity, their discipline is a great learning. And our master, grandmaster himself is an epitome of perfectionism, right? Even today also he does multitasking. Every task he does simultaneously and perfect. Absolutely. If he corrects the magazine, then he tells, then he cooks food. So then he gives the sessions to all the masters. He travels. So he knows 24 by 7. 24 by 7 is a really, he's a great epitome. He's a great example for all of us. So those are the things I've embedded. Multiple times I had interacted with Patri sir because whenever he travels, like he travels to Malaysia, he comes to in your home, he stays back, stays in the similar line. When he travels to Delhi, to North India, especially in Delhi, he lands up at our house and we are host. He lives with us. He's part of us, and the great festive mood, right? And so many questions we ask during that point of time, like management. Sir, you left the job. How you felt, right? So he is from a middle class family, right? He has grown, and he made a spiritual family, bigger family, right? So that's a great learning from this organization, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, Lakshmanji.
Very, very true, sir. So we understand yours is a very meditation family. Can you share something about your family, sir?
Yes, sir. Uh, our family is very small and sweet. My wife, Vasanta, after seeing the changes in me, within 6 months of the practicing deeper meditation practices, I have slowly stopped one after other medicines. They have seen a lot of changes in me, physical changes, emotional changes. Then the changes have resulted in an example to the family members. My wife initially used to think that this meditation is only meant for my husband, not for me. My children used to definitely understand, and they wanted to imbibe into, because of our paucity within the center place of entire North India, Delhi. Lot of senior masters from PSSM used to go via Delhi. They're coming into staying with us, they're living with us, they're eating with us, their experience sharing has given great impact in the entire family members. My elder daughter, younger daughter, and Bhanu Prasad is one of the great examples. He has given a lot of change. Linga Reddy is another person who has given a lot of impact on the entire family members. My daughters, so like that, they did the CA. They have practiced during the CA. They have seen all the question papers. My younger daughter, when she did her 10th standard, she has kept her target. She wanted exactly 87.5. She got exactly 87.5. So they have seen the results by themselves. We are only example for them. So like that, they started seeing the changes in me, and one after other have poured in, and they have contributed their own might initially. Younger daughter is a classical singer, and she's a creative person, and she's a Western dancer. And my elder daughter is a classical dancer and a Western singer, and she's a professional chartered accountant. Both have dedicated their time and effort and energy, everything to that, to the organization. Currently, the organization Patri sir has suggested is PSSM's Hindi mouthpiece for the entire world. As you are aware, sir, Hindi is the fourth highest speaking language in the world. After Mandarin, Spanish, and English, fourth language is Hindi. So Patri sir has given an opportunity to serve that particular language based PMC channel to serve the entire world, half of the people. So that is being collaborated and worked very closely by the two young daughters, along with the support of so many young team, dynamic team, and it's growing. We are growing. Just recent visit, Patri sir has suggested to make it satellite within 3 months' time. He has given us a target within March. Those 7, 8 months young, that particular organization and the programs and all started doing, and it's going. However, Patri sir has got multitasking, and he told very clear, you guys all have the potential in the North India. You guys must go faster satellite. So we are searching. We need guidance and support and direction from all the corners of the people across the globe to make this Patriji's vision of making PMC as a BBC of in spirituality. So that's what vision Patri sir is having. So Hindi and the common subjects which makes a great presence across the globe.
My humble wishes, sir, for this vision to become a reality by March. So one more last question.
Yes.
Last question. So
The
all the while,
message is that we are in the truth is very important. Truth is there in Malaysia is also the truth is the same. India is also the truth is the same. Be with the truth. Be concise with the truth in enhancing the truth. That is what in our Indian emblem will say, Satyameva Jayate. Truth only has the victory. Truth in India or in America, in Malaysia, in Singapore, everywhere is the truth. What is the truth? Truth is we have come into these physical bodies with our own breath. Be with your breath. Breath is your guru. Follow the breath. That's the only one truth in this. Person born in Malaysia also has the same breath with the same mother's womb he comes out. Person in Africa also comes from the same way. Person who is in New Zealand also the same way. Across the globe, across the Vishwadaika Kutumbam, that is what the wisdom, that is what it is. We are all one family, global family, oneness family. Expand the truth, enhance the truth, and be true to yourself and true for if you are an example, that same will be flown everywhere. That's what it tells Lakshman sir.
sir, one last question before you share your message for today.
Yes, sir.
So you are so busy in the corporate world. I see your profile. You are so busy in the profile world. But despite that, you must be really pretty busy. But you are able to dedicate and do so much work for North India. How was it possible, sir?
Sir, everything is in us only. Patri sir tells everything is within. You only set your own target. You only set your alarm. What is the priority we want? So I am not that busy. The moment I think I am busy, nothing is going to happen. I am not that. I am only doing a minuscule work in the entire universe. So I am not currently I am working as a chief strategy guy for this telecom company, but I have told them very clear I work only 2 hours a day. If you are agreed to my numbers, and then we'll have sign a deal. Because having gained 38 years, you need not stretch all 8 hours or 12 hours or 13 hours in a corporate life. We have gained that much of knowledge and experience, so that will definitely bring us that kind of wisdom. Not only spiritual wisdom, corporate wisdom also we will get. So we utilize the wisdom where it is needed. That's the way I only spend 20% of my time only on the corporate, only on my physical breadwinning. Rest all 80% time is meant for spiritual work. It can be PMC channel, it can be Mahayog Jankum, it can be Digital International Yoga Day, it can be getting land from Uttarakhand government, it can be getting a Mahayog Jankum, this Haridwar Mahakumbh 2021, getting the space over there. Like that, multiple tasks are there. Yes, this is possible. See, looking at Patriji, the way he handles multiple things and handles so many people, so many countries, he gives target to everybody. And at the same time, he's cool. So that's a great learning from Patri sir. When we observe him, then we get everything. That's what my personal understanding in my last 10, 12 years of my association with Patriji. He's a great human being. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your
Thank you. Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite you to speak on your subject today. No doctors, no medicine, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shravan,
Yes.
can you just switch on the PPT so that I'll start? Thank you. Thank you, Lakshman Garu. And Shravan, can you switch on the presentation slide so that we can start? Thank you. Thank you, my dear masters from Malaysia. And good evening, Malaysia. And it gives me great pleasure in talking to all of you through the Zoom, through the medium called as Zoom. And today's topic I have chosen because having explained by Swati and subsequently a short conversation with Lakshman sir, And I have chosen a topic called No Doctor, No Medicine, Only Meditation. As you are aware, currently across the globe, people are facing the challenge of corona, and people are facing COVID-19, and a lot of havoc is being seen across the globe. So everything is related to your fear, how it comes, how we have to come out of that. This presentation and this entire story is my own personal experience. And I have added some of the spiritual topics and spiritual subject also in this presentation. So hence, I will take it to the next. Thank you. Next one. I would like to address this presentation in the following way. There is one Indian movie in the recent movie called as Dil Bechara. So this is the movie very recently in the last 4-5 months back. As you may be aware, you may be reading in the newspapers, there is a famous artist who has taken suicide by himself. People say that, and his story is the last movie, Dil Bechara movie. So this is about a story of two young couple, young friends. Both have got the cancer. How their lives and how they lived, how without the medicine, though they are using medicine, how happily they are living, how they made up their mind, how it was successful. Would like to give an example. And what are the learnings from this? We are currently in PMC Hindi. We are running one particular episode called as Dekhi Andekhi, that seen and unseen movies, seen movies and unseen story behind the seen movies and spiritual content related to that. That's the episode which we are running. This is from that excerpts. That movie is from that background. And second is my own story of self-healing, how it has happened, how I have come out of the deeper meditation. Then I would like to say then and now, how it has happened, what I was and what I am now. And we connect to the 7 bodies. As you are all aware, we are a consciousness with all the 7 bodies like Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh. We will discuss about that. And we will finally conclude with what are the key takeaways in this short journey of 40 minutes. Thank you. Next, please. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Now you can switch on the hyperlink. Yeah.
हाय, मेरा नाम है हितेश वशिष्ठ और मैं स्वागत करता हूं आपका देखी अनदेखी में, देखी हुई फिल्मों का अनदेखा नजरिया। तो आज हम बात करते हैं बहुप्रचलित मूवी दिल बेचारा की, जिसका निर्देशन किया है मुकेश छाबड़ा ने। दिल बेचारा कहानी है मैनी उर्फ सुशांत सिंह राजपूत और किज्जी उर्फ संजना सांगी, जो अपनी प्रेम कहानी से मृत्यु को देखने का एक अलग ही दृष्टिकोण अपने दर्शकों को प्रस्तुत करते हैं। कहानी की शुरुआत होती है किज्जी से, जो एक कैंसर पेशेंट है और अपनी बीमारी के चलते हुए जीवन जीने की कला को भूल चुकी हैं। वहीं दूसरी तरफ है मैनी, जो बहुत ही जिंदा दिल इंसान है और अपनी जिंदगी को पूरे खुले दिल से जीने पर विश्वास रखते हैं। वो इतने जिंदा दिल हैं कि अपने कैंसर के फिर से वापस आने पर भी अपने कैंसर को एक चमकता हुआ क्रिसमस ट्री कहते हैं। तो कहानी की शुरुआत में किज्जी व्यस्त हैं अपनी जिंदगी के बोझ को ढोने के लिए, और वो भी एक महत्वपूर्ण चीज के सहारे, जो है पुष्पिंदर सिंह उर्फ ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर, जो उनके जीवन और मृत्यु में बची हुई सांसों को प्रोटेक्ट करने का काम करता है। तो देखा जाए केवल किज्जी ही नहीं, हम सब भी पुष्पिंदर सिंह की तरह एक भारी भरकम बोझ अपनी पीठ पर उठाए घूम रहे हैं, और वो है हमारा फिक्स्ड पर्सपेक्टिव, हमारी विचारधारा, जो निर्धारित करती है कि हम अपने जीवन की ऊर्जा को कहाँ लगाते हैं। अगर हम अपनी पुरानी विचारधारा को छोड़ हर दिन को एक नए रूप में देखते हैं तो हमारे जीवन में भी दोस्तों बहुत बदलाव आ सकते हैं। फिलहाल कहानी में इसी बीच एंट्री होती है मैनी की, जो प्रेरित करते हैं किज़ी को अपने जीवन को जिंदा दिली से जीने के लिए। कहानी के पहले भाग में किज़ी मैनी को अपने जीवन में देखकर खुश नहीं होती और उनसे भागने का बेजोड़ प्रयास करती हैं। पर जिस दिन उसे पता चलता है कि मैनी भी कैंसर से जूझ चुके हैं तो वो हैरान हो जाती हैं कि कैसे कोई कैंसर के बाद भी इतना जिंदा दिल और खुश रह सकता है। हमारे जीवन का उजाला पक्ष और खुशियां ही केवल हमें दूसरों से प्यार बांटना नहीं सिखाती हैं, पीड़ा भी उतनी ही शक्तिशाली है। कौन है किज़ी और मैनी के जीवन में जो उन दोनों को एक दूसरे के करीब लाता है? वो है कैंसर। यह सुंदर सत्य पिक्चर में बहुत ही सुंदर तरीके से फिल्माया गया है। यह कैंसर ही है जो दोनों को प्रेरित करता है एक दूसरे के सपनों को पूरा करने के लिए। तो फिर क्या, दोनों लग जाते हैं अपने पंखों में उड़ान भरने के लिए। जहां किज़ी अपने सिंगिंग आइकन अभिमन्यु वीर से मिलना चाहती हैं और उसके अधूरे छोड़े हुए गाने के पीछे का रीज़न जानना चाहती हैं, वहीं मैनी जो रजनीकांत के फैन हैं और उनकी ही तरह फिल्मों में अपना जादू बिखेरना चाहते हैं। कहानी के दूसरे भाग में दिखाया गया है कि मैनी और किज़ी एक दूसरे के साथ खुश हैं और इसी बीच एंट्री होती है मैनी के कैंसर की। एक दूसरे से जुदा होने के डर के होते हुए भी मैनी और किज़ी वर्तमान में जीने का प्रयास करते हैं। तो जहां मैनी किज़ी को पेरिस लेकर जाते हैं अभिमन्यु वीर से मिलने के लिए, वहीं किज़ी प्रेरित करती है और सहायता करती है मैनी की अपनी फिल्म को पूरा करने के लिए। मैनी का किरदार हमें सिखाता है कि डर के होते हुए भी जब हम मृत्यु के आने पर मृत्यु को पूरा स्वीकार करते हैं तब हम अमर हो जाते हैं। तब हम इंसानी शरीर में ना रहकर दूसरों के दिलों और यादों में सदा सदा के लिए रहने लगते हैं। कहानी का सबसे भावुक सीन है जब किज़ी मैनी की प्रेयर मीट में पढ़ी जाने वाली स्पीच मैनी के सामने पढ़ती हैं। अगर आपने वो मूवी देखी होगी तो मुझे लगता है उस सीन ने आपको भी रुलाया होगा। किज़ी का किरदार हमें सिखाता है कि जब हम किसी से सच्चा प्यार करते हैं तब वो सदा सदा के लिए हमारे भीतर ऊर्जा के समान बस जाते हैं और हमें हमारा जीवन खुशी से जीने के लिए सदा के लिए प्रेरित करते हैं। सांसों को बचाने पर नहीं, सांसों को जीने पर ध्यान देना है। तो आप सबसे विदा लेने से पहले मैं आप सबको छोड़ूंगा एक विचार के साथ। मृत्यु एक क्रिया है, मृत्यु आत्मा का सत्य नहीं है। हम अपने प्रियजनों से ना कभी अलग थे, ना अलग हैं और ना अलग रहेंगे। सोचिएगा जरूर। तो दोस्तों बने रहिए हमारे साथ और भी फिल्मों को देखी अनदेखी की दूरबीन से जानने के लिए। हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखकर बताएं कि कौन सी फिल्म को आप देखी अनदेखी की दूरबीन से जानना चाहेंगे। बने रहिए हमारे साथ।
My dear friends, you have seen the movie. I don't know, some people may understand Hindi because since it's a movie, that's a Bollywood movie, everybody understands, I believe. The role which was played by the man is called Sushant Singh Rawat, who has recently has committed suicide. That's whatever we're not interested what has happened, but he's no more. He's very young actor. He's not married. He's around 32, 33 years time. That entire movie carries about two people who are having a cancer. The cancer brings both of them together. One person lives, though with the cancer, so it lives happily and enjoys the life very happily. And second character, which is having cancer, was also not publicly going, meeting people, having fear, having dying. That is what the kind of emotions she has. But both of them in this movie has brought together that cancer only brought, because this girl has understood, has gone for a particular concert and sees this boy and understand that he was also having a cancer. How this person can live with the cancer and so happily. That's the way they make a friendship. That's the way, that is one of the key takeaway from this movie. What the spiritual friendship. See the positivity in what other person is having. No competition there. How, even though that person is having problem in life, problem about health, how happily he is living and started enjoying and understanding the same. Second important key takeaway from this movie is spiritual positiveness. The Sushant Singh character is very positive guy. He goes and convinces that what is your passion, what is there, what is the purpose of your life. These all the diseases come. He explains in this movie is with our own karma principle, which we all the masters know. So we can come out of the karma, think the positivity and take positivity, how it brings in. And he continuously interact with that girl, takes her outside and give him the positivity lessons to him. So in normal life, people who are having ill health, who are unwell, people come, friends will come, relations will come, they will ask more and more questions related to where you have gone, which doctor you have gone, what medicines you are taking. They may not know about the disease, they may not know about the medicine. They will still would like to intervene in your personal life and start giving so many advices, so many suggestions. Go to the doctor, go to this, go to that. So that is the way you are, what you are giving the other person, whether you are giving the confidence or you are giving the fear more. So that is what which talks about in this movie. Third thing is that happiness is a state of mind. That is what it tells in this movie. How they have pursue their own passions in life. This girl wanted to be a great singer. Their unwritten, uncompleted song she wanted to complete. So that will be inspired by the friend that is Sushant Singh Rawat. Same way, what happens is, same way, this girl also motivates, because this boy wanted to be a film actor, wanted to act like Rajinikanth in one of the movies. She motivates. Both will be pursuing their own passions, and finally they understand this is a happiness is a state of mind. Third, fourth important thing is they live in the present moment. In spite of they know they may die, in spite of they know whether she goes, she may die first and he may die first, but still, as long as they are together, they live in the present moment. Unseen and unwritten understanding in this slide. Generally, I will do this interaction. So unfortunately, we are not having that much interactive now. Last is that in the cancer, right? People say the death. Death is a topic which talks in this. It is not only no doctor, no medicine, the inspiration, the friendship, the positivity of mind, living in the present moment. These are all make you to what you are, how you can make. Death is only a comma. It is not a full stop. So that is what it talks about it. That is what they realize it. And finally, they'll become great friends and they will be live, again moving to their own soul growth. They goes to the next higher worlds. Both of them live this eternity. I am not going into the story of this movie. What I would like to tell is that how the subject of no doctor, no medicine, happiness, present state of mind, positivity, spiritual friendship can bring. These are all the indirect emotional medicines which cannot be recommended by any professional doctor. Can I go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Yeah. Next, please. Then switch on the hyperlink, yeah, the movie, yeah.
As you can see in your report, Mr. Shastri, high level of stress and anxiety have caused you to faint. All your health issues are stemming from the same problem. I suggest you take up some form of relaxation activity immediately. Any form of light breathing exercise or meditation will work. The sooner, the better. Your health is in your hands now.
Welcome, Shastri sir. Please take a seat. Let's start the meeting. That's great. Let's work on this till the next meeting. How are things otherwise? I heard you're having some health problems. Is everything okay?
Thank you, sir. No, things are not good, sir. The doctor has advised me to take up some sort of relaxation exercise if I want to regain my health. But nothing seems to help.
Why don't you read this magazine? It's called Spiritual India. I learned how to practice Anapanasati meditation from here. It has helped lakhs of people. And I'm sure it will help you as well.
Thank you, sir. If you are recommending it, I will surely try it.
%95 of all physical problems are absolutely because of mental worries. And all mental worries exist because of a certain lack of understanding of spiritual truths, spiritual facts, and elements of spiritual science. It is not at all possible to understand spirituality or spiritual science without doing personally meditation. As is your mind, so is your body. Once you set your mind right, your body becomes all right automatically. If you upset your mind, then your body becomes upset too. All diseases are psychosomatic, that is, created in the psyche and getting evident in the physical system. The true science of health demands that we look very closely at the mind. Spiritual health is the root and physical health is the fruit. The more you practice meditation, the more cosmic energy you gather. Absolutely no need to take any medicines of any kind. Meditation energy heals everything. The only requirement on your part is constant practice, regular practice, and a sincere effort. Practice Anapanasati meditation. Anapanasati means being with the breath, the incoming and outgoing. Have a healthy mind, have a healthy body.
Thank you. Next, show the slide, please. My dear friends, this is my own story, which you have seen. When just before starting of the session, Lakshman sir has asked me how I have got into the meditation and how it has changed my life and in the entire family. You have seen the brief about me. I was a corporate guy. I was a corporate sector person, and I was having stress and strain on my life in myself, and I was having severe neurological problem and blood clots in my brain. I used to have 12 tablets I used to take, and I was suffering more than 1.5 years time. We tried all kinds of methods, all kinds of sessions we have gone. We have gone to yoga. We can't, whichever is the astrology masters. We have gone to various kinds of healers. Nothing has come any result on my physical body, on my health. I have gone for one business meeting, as you have seen in the movie. The person who has advised me and gave me the book of Spiritual India is Mr. Mahesh Malu. He is from Nagpur. So in the business meeting, I am supposed to join with them as a very senior position in their own company. Finally, I couldn't join. I have not joined with them. But in everybody's life, one person, one book, or one instance, one health issue may come towards your U-turn in your life. Your spiritual path into your life will always come. I strongly feel that my illness and meeting that person, giving me the Spiritual India magazine has changed me what I am today, and I am talking to you on Zoom. I give entire credit and entire credential to the entire Spiritual India magazine and the entire team. They are putting concerted efforts in getting all the international masters messages, international masters books, and then experiences from the people inside and outside India. That's the way the magazine has been carved out. As you all know, Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy ji is a key person in the marketing of the Spiritual India. Nothing much further to that. So that book has changed my life. So we have got immediately the website www.pssmovement.org. We have gone to the website. Then we have identified the meditation center that is in Indarpuri those days. I met young boy called as Banu Prasad those days around 12 years back. And subsequently, I have met other youngsters in that particular meditation center. And I have seen the people who are all postgraduates, engineers, and BEds. Those people are coming and doing, they without even knowing the knowledge of Hindi. Also, they have come here for spreading in the entire nook and corner of the Delhi, in all the parks and all the busy places, schools and everywhere. That's the way I have met them. After seeing them, I was so inspired. Saw the commitment in them. They all left their families, they all left their jobs. But even without knowing the language, without knowing the people in Delhi, the kind of dedication, the kind of sincerity, the kind of commitment towards the master, and it really opened up my eyes in terms of service. I used to do the service, but the Adhyatmika Seva, the spiritual service, which after seeing those young team, I got a lot of change in me. So while taking the sessions, while going to the meditation center, I try to explore myself, what I am, what I can do. Those are all things I have gone deep inside me. I used to initially do meditation for 3 hours, 4 hours. Morning 3:30, 4 o'clock, I used to get up. Till 8 o'clock, I used to do the meditation. When first sitting in the meditation center itself, I sat for 1.5 hour time. That particular time only, I could feel those energies. Though I did not know much about meditation, the lot of changes during the 4, 5, 6 months time has happened in me. Whatever in the movie which you have seen, those are all literally changes happened to me. I have seen so many past lives and so much clutters and so much of dirt from inside, all the emotional blockages, all the mental blockages, all the health blockages. So all the competitiveness, enviousness, all these things have started dissolving. Then I started slowly. The key takeaway from me is I believe in myself, what I can do, what I cannot do. What is it I can do? What is it we must do? What is it we should not do? The clarity has come 100%. As Lakshmanji's, some of the questions, this is the way I have made my presentation so that if I missed out some of the answers, Lakshman sir, I think I'm indirectly now covering in my presentation. Fourth important thing is I have gained a lot of self-confidence. Though you in the physical life as a manager, whatever maybe the titles, you have got certain goals, certain targets for achieving in the physical life. You work in a team. You are not a loner. You are always a team manager. You work with the team. You understand the team, assign the task. Again, you be behind them. So here I have understood gaining the confidence and telling them, yes, they are there with us as a team. We have to take along with them. Not only physically, emotionally, but spiritually also, we should understand them and give them the emotional support. If they're having any issues related to the family, about the relationship, about the work related pressures, we used to work. That's the way I have got a lot of confidence of understanding I could able to get. And very, very important, I have improved more gut feel. Yes, Patri sir always said, we can't say like there are four kinds of disaster and normal thinking, and then you have miraculous way of thinking. Patriji's miraculous way of thinking, the gut feel, yes, we must go ahead, we must do it, the things have happened. That is the way all the masters, all the PSSM masters, everybody tells Sankalpa and Sankalpa Dhyan, and those are things it imbibes in you, brings the best out of you. Take the gut feel, go with the intuition and make it happen. It always happens. That's the way, these are the qualities I could able to develop during my meditation. These are the key learnings in this. So the trust and faith and confidence and belief in self made me to leave one after other medicine. In the 5 to 6 months time, I have stopped not one medicine, all the medicines at a time. Every alternative 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, I used to drop one medicine each. Like that, all the 12, 13 medicine has been dropped within span of 5 to 6 months time. From then till now, last 10, 11 years time, I am not taking any medicine and happily living and happily going and taking sessions. And by seeing me, the entire family also followed no doctor, no medicine, only medication. So only meditation. That is what is the norm. When I have cured myself, that the first instinct has come, I must start spreading the meditation. When the benefit of not leaving the medicines, the message has to spread. Like that, we started the Pyramid Meditation Center. Initially, we used to do in our own home. Then subsequently, Patriji once told after 5, 6 months time, Swamiji, why don't you start a small center? Like that, we started the center, spreading of the word. That is with that objective, we started the spreading of the meditation. No doctor, no medicine. The 7th principle of PSSM, all out of the 18 principles. Then, of course, meditation, spreading, Purnami meditation, all the other things are 1 to 18 started imbibing and taking it to the every nook and corner of the person. So can you take to the next slide, please? Thank you. Thank you for, I can address once the presentation is over, any related questions. Yeah, next slide. So here I would like to explain about the 7 body system. Most of the masters, perhaps all the people who are attending this session through via Zoom or YouTube, definitely may be knowing how these bodies impact of your no doctor, no medicine, how your emotional body, all these bodies can work. These are all koshas, are the bodies which has been written in Sanskrit. I would like to translate when I touch upon each and every body. As you all know, when we come into the physical body through the mother's womb, when I come out of the body, we create all those 5 bodies by ourselves within that. So how we would like one after other and how we develop those bodies. The sixth and seventh body are not, these are all your understanding. You will feel those presence of those bodies, present those the particular effect of your man, effect of your position that we will little later we can talk. The first body we always called as Annamaya Kosh, yeah, we call as the physical body. As you know, we have got the external body we all will see. We get that is called as Annamaya Kosh. This is basically required by having food inside us. By the body will be developing whatever we eat from our childhood. That gives the body enhancing from your childhood to the adulthood to the middle age and then old age. That's the way the body grows. This is basically we use this body, we make this body food for survival. This is also called, this is all scientific. This is also social engineering. Social engineering also we can say. Here, I would like to stress upon three things are needed. So always the food which we take also PSSM categorically tells that it should be vegetarian food and food need not to be taken as and when you feel. You need not to fill your stomach. There are, that is the reason why we call it as yuktahar, mitahar and nirahar. We limited amount of food, limited quantities of food and limited period, and sometimes during the week, during the month we can keep one day as a fasting. That's the way we can have the control on the physical body. But when we get all the diseases, the external environment which happen, the impact first comes on your physical body, right? So how you would like to take care is also called as Pranamaya Kosh. Yeah, this is called as etheric body. The distance between your physical body and your etheric body or energy body is 1 to 2 inches. So in that we will be having all the kinds of desires, all the impulses, all the intenses, all will be happening inside. When we vacate the physical body till 3 days, the pranamaya kosha, etheric body, will be nearing only, because the moment you have any desires which are uncompleted or incompleted desires are there, incompleted wishes are there, the etheric body will be around. After a few days, then the etheric body also leaves particular place. That's what it talks about pranamaya kosh. So generally, when we go to the doctors, when we go to the hospitals, they cannot put any oxygen or any other medicines or blood test they do. Normally, they will take your etheric body, take the deep nerve, which is inside the body, which is called as energy body. They would like to put the insulin or put any injection. That's the way they make impact. It comes on the physical body subsequently. The third body, which is also called as Manomaya Kosh. Manomaya Kosh is also called as your astral body or emotional body. So this is 1 feet from the physical body, which happens all your emotions related. Manomaya means all your emotions. That's the reason it is called as emotional. So which has an impact, which we develop, the anger, the colors we have, the face, and the emotions which comes to, then that impacts on your physical strain and stress of your body. So when you are envy with somebody, you will have green. When you are anger with somebody, you have red. These are the kind of, this is basically impact. This comes your past, that is called as your karma principle, which talks about Manomaya Kosh. Generally, 40 to 50% of the kind of diseases comes from your past, or people call it as a DNA, or the kind of related family kind of diseases like sugar, BP, cancer. These are the things which connects to, and that's the way this comes. This is past lifetimes and past time it comes to. That's a third kind of body is Manomaya Kosh, which will be having with the fear based. Those are the things which will come that will have impact. once you have those kind of fears, the corona which currently people are feeling, the COVID-19 people are feeling, it is impacting all your manomay kosh, which will have an impact on pranamay kosh, and it comes on the impact on the annamay kosh, and that is the people will feel the nausea, the vomiting sensation. Those are kinds of things which will come. This comes on the impact of the environment, impact on the nearby society. It comes on that. That's the place which we are living, the society which we are living, that will have impact on manomay. Mano will have impact on pranamay. Pranamay will impact on the annamay. That's the way it is an interlink between manomay, pranamay, and annamay, which is etheric body and your emotional body and your physical body impact. Those three bodies are very much integrated. The fourth body is also called as Vijnanamay Kosh. Vijnan means additional knowledge, extra knowledge, that is a special knowledge which we talk about. This is basically related to your mental body. That is your always, all the 5-finger principle, Patri sir always tells about that, body, mind, soul, and intellect. So that talks about your mental body. It talks about that. It talks about the thoughts, what we have, what kind of thoughts we have. This always works on your Vijnanamay Kosh. That is the reason why PSSM, Patri sir always recommends to increase the Vijnana, increasing the knowledge, that's the reason why he tells reading of the books, understanding of the context, understanding of the concept, understanding where it comes from and how it impacts upon. That is the reason why in PSSM, Vijnanamay Kosh, people always give a lot of stress on this Satchana Sangacha as well as Swadhyaya are impacting on improving your Vijnanamay Kosh. And this is basically talks about the future. Third body, which Manomay is, talks about PLR, past life, and Vijnanamay talks about the future, how we would like to be, what to be and what not to be. That is what it impacts about that. That's Vijnanamay Kosh. Or it talks about Karan Sharir, also it calls in your Hindi, which creates this is an antenna which picks up all the signal, the thoughts around, and it impacts on your immediately. Once you get that knowledge, it impacts on your Manomay. Manomay will impact on Pranamay. Pranamay will impact on Annamay. These are all interlinking bodies. Vijnanamay body, which we develop with the knowledge which we gain, reading books, understanding the books, understanding the people around, understanding through the experiences, listen to experiences of various masters. It will have impact on us. That is the way we have seen Vijnanamay Kosh, the knowledge of that, which we have seen in the movie also, how the knowledge they could able to get, which has impact on the Manomay and Pranamay, and finally it has got impact on Annamay. This is the fourth body. Fifth body is called as Anandamay Kosh. Anandamaya means bliss body or the spiritual body or the causal body, which we talk about. This is a person who's in the happy mood, who is a happy person, blissful person, will be developed a state of mind. Happiness is a state of mind. That in the movie also, we have specifically highlighted this particular topic of how happily they are, how they are living in the present moment. That will have impact, will have on Vijnanamay, because your blissfulness brings the knowledge and the happiness state will have an impact on Vijnanamay. Vijnanamay will have Manomay, Pranamay, and Annamay. These are all 5 bodies are always interlinked. We will be, during the meditation process, we will be knowing very, very clearly all these bodies. We can feel all those bodies, and we can always understand the impact of our meditation, the kind of changes which is happening, our inside, and what kind of energies we are getting. That is the reason why we are doing the meditation minimum twice or thrice in the last few 7-8 months. Multiple times people are doing. That is the reason why most of the pyramid masters, the impact of corona is not happening, because they are always in the bliss body. They are always learning Vijnanamay Kosh, like the Zoom sessions, like the interaction, like Sajjana Sangacha. It can be in Telugu, it can be Hindi, it can be English, it can be US, it can be Malaysia, it can be Singapore. The amount of knowledge, bundle of wisdom is coming and exchanged with all of them in the last 7-8 months, which has impacted your Anandamay and Vijnanamay, Manomay, and Pranamay, Annamay. That is the reason why most of the pyramid masters imbibe the qualities of the present moment, and they are not facing any kind of impact. They are enjoying, and they're taking sessions, conducting sessions, opening new channels, opening new PMC channels, encouraging the people. That's what we are getting, the encouragement. What we are, we will definitely spread the same towards all the people, towards the society. That's the reason why, that's the way the Anandamay Kosha will get activated. Anandamay will have, your happiness will impact on Vijnanamay, because reading books, gaining the knowledge, spreading the knowledge, going to the people, that will have impact on Manomay. Manomay, your state of mind is always in the present state of mind, and that is the reason why it will not have any impact on your Pranamay. So then your Annamay will be very happy. That's the reason why during the past so many months, people are even not eating. And part one time only people are still eating, and still they are very enjoying and very blissful, and very happily they are enhancing and spreading the knowledge to one and all. That's the way I would like to stress upon all those five bodies. Then if we are all clear in all those five bodies, then we will understand what is Vishwamaya. Vishwamaya is nothing but universal body or cosmic body. We understand this is what called as understanding or enlightenment or enrichment or liberation. When you see happiness in you, when you see others also happiness, that is a state which you will get it. If you are happy, you make others also happy. If you are not happy, you will not make others happy. So that is what we always think, what I am, other people are also like that. So that's the kind of understanding you get. That is called Vishwamaya. Vishwa means all the universe is the one. Oneness is one. And the entire country is one. The entire world is one. Vishwa, Vasudhaiva Kutumbam is the concept. We will get the awareness of coming to the Vishwamaya. Vishwamaya Kosha is nothing but universal body or a cosmic body. That kind of awareness comes. We cannot feel those body, but we feel by talking to persons like Lakshman sir, persons like Shravan sir, persons like Swati madam. So you always feel they are not separate. You are also like them. They are also like you. So the kind of oneness we get. So Vishwamaya is the understanding, the kind of understanding of body, understanding of the particular state of this thing. Last body or last kosha is also called as Nirvanic or divine body, where we understand zeroness. That is what zero state, that is called, what the universe, Patri sir, people like this will be in that stage. Always if you're in zero state and liberation. So that means whatever you sow your seed, the result will come, the fruits will come. In this, the kind of understanding which you will get, you will be in zero state. What you are doing without any expectation, without any anticipation, do the Vishwa Kalyanam, we will do the universal work, we will do. That's the way we enlighten, we go to the higher stages of our living, and that's the way we activate our own Nirvanamaya stage. Nirvanamaya, most of the people in PSSM are fully aware of all the seven body system, seven body understanding, and seven bodies. That is the reason why they are living very wonderful and peaceful and great life. Thank you. Can I go to the next slide? Yeah, I would like to take the coming slide, please. So here in the session, we would like to, before we talk about the key takeaways from this particular session, I would like, these are the three books made a lot of impact in my life. Not only in my life, I always tell everybody's life, in my own friend circle, in my own relation circle, I have recommended these three books, which has changed, which has dropped me all the medicines, which has dropped me to spread the message of no doctor, no medicine, and only meditation. These are, first book is Louis Hay. I am sure that most people, the highest selling book in the across the world is You Can Heal Your Life, starting from your sneezes, from your cancer, all the kinds of diseases, all emotional blockages which happens, how the author of this book who has written has gone through the cancer third stage, and finally he came back and she lived for so many 30, 40 years. And very recently, couple of years back, only she vacated her body. She has written, every body, every cell in your body talks about it, interconnects with the minuscule cells and with the emotions it gets, and it gets cured automatically. She has clearly suggested how you have to come out of that by using all kinds of technique like visualization technique. So such kind of sankalpa, such kind of focused meditation, those are the things which has been suggested by the Louis L. Hay book. In the book of Timeless Healing, The Power and Biology of Belief, Herbert Bunsen is also similar kind of master who has written about this book. These are all personal experiences and summed up in a book form. They are not stories, they are not channeled messages, their own experiences they have written, and they were living, and they have given the example. So how the timeless healing happens with the power of biology, understanding of the body, understanding yourself, understanding your hand, talking to your legs, talking to your what do you call it, joints. So that's the way it tells about that. Last book is You Are the Placebo. Everybody, Patri sir always recommend this book. When he started first, he read the book, and the impact of this. Joe Dispenza, currently alive, and he's conducting the sessions. So this mostly talks about the books of the placebo effect of what your mind tells. So everything is on a body, mind, soul. That is what he talks about it. Joe Dispenza very, very, very elaboratively explains his own personal experience, as most of the people know that he was an orthopedic surgeon. He himself, around the age of 27, 28, he met with an accident, and subsequently through his confidence, through his trust, faith, and he comes out of the illness, and he cures himself by his own intention, by his own strength. And now you can see he is today also taking classes across the globe and making everybody like him, like a great master. These are the three books I generally recommend when we are talking about no doctor and no medicine subject, only meditation. These all talks what I have personally gained in the entire session. This is my 50th session I am taking to the International Masters. Most of the sessions in India I have taken with the various schools and colleges, with the nearby colonies I have taken. What I clearly learned, the desire we have, that is what in Hindi we call as tamanna, the desire comes from within. The desire of it, the desire of living comes from within. Then the process, the idea, the methodology, the tarika is being taught by the people, by the book, by the friends. But these all, one is desire has to come within. Once the desire comes, you will get means. Means will come. The means through the media available, to the friends available, to the magazines available, through the persons available, we will get. Third is, unless otherwise, though you know the media, though you have the desire, if you do not do the practice, that is what in Hindi we call as riyas, tamanna, tarika, riyas. These are the TTR, we call it as. So the moment to do more and more practice, I have seen my own practice, in spite of only once Mr. Malu has suggested in Nagpur, the desire he has sown in me. Then I came back. Then I have gone to Indrapuri Center, talked to them. They have further enhanced my tarika. The practice I have made, the riyas I made, 3 hours, 4 hours, for 5, 6 months, I could be able to come out of that. Why not? Why others also can do that? That is what it takes about that. I always believe in belief, self-belief, and belief in what you do and what you are doing. Don't go by hearsay. Trust yourself, faith yourself, believe yourself, and you require persistence, practice, and you should have patience and perseverance, persistence of continuously attaining to what you wanted, where you wanted. That is what it tells about. Whatever Lakshman sir asked the questions of doing multiple things, multiple tasking comes from the persistence, and persuasiveness is only self-motivation. That is what masters are there. The idols are there, only though idols will give us a lot of inspiration. So that is what it tells what, and you have to be constantly, you have to persuade you and you have to move yourself. Then affirming your beliefs, particularly belief in high power, make an important contribution to our physical health. This is what I have learned in my life, and I wanted the same thing to be passed on to one and all. I'm sure that everybody is a great master, everybody is a great soul, comes with own self knowledge just to gain the experience in the similar kind of company. We all can make a wonderful spiritual world and a great spiritual universe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. This is the last slide. And my sincere thanks to the entire Malaysia team for giving me this opportunity. So, any questions, I'm ready to take. Thank you.
Sasi sir,
Yes, sir.
is a wonderful sharing, and I think we have chosen a very nice topic today. No doctor, no medicine, and your sharing was wonderful, really amazing subject. We heard. I think for the general public who are listening this live or tomorrow we put on YouTube, there will be a lot of takeaways for them. There are a lot of takeaways. Some new subject you covered, especially because you spoke from your heart with your personal experience. You had a disease, you were taking a lot of medicine, then Anapanasati meditation was introduced to you, then you took it very ardently, and then you overcome the whole problem. And now you spoke the whole subject from your heart, from your own experience, sir. And that's wonderful. Before you ask questions, I have a last question, sir. What is your message for the people who are dependent on medicine, sir? Because you spoke from your heart, from your experience. How truthfully they can just dispense medicines?
See, I'm a very great question, and most of the session, this is the pointed question most of the people ask, right? This is the experience of Patri sir only. Unless otherwise you experience yourself. If you are having Rasgulla in front of you, if somebody you having a sugar, people will say, you have that, I don't have sugar. If I have, nothing will happen. State of mind. Lot of things will say. People will come with lot of perceptions, their own experiences. You can understand in most of the places, I'm sure not only in India, across the globe, if a person was ill, he was in a hospital, they come with a bouquet. What? To ask, get well soon. That means indirectly they are telling you are not well, no. See, you are giving a bouquet and you are telling that person or your friend, right? So get well soon. That means your subconscious mind, you are telling that you are unwell now. So this is the cultural change has to come. The person who is on the bed, what he will feel if 10 people comes and bouquets and he will get motivated or he will get demotivated. He will feel, doctor will get, are you all right? So the entire overhauling has to happen. Everything comes within, sir. I always believe trust, faith, confidence is that inner one cell touches your heart. Today I'll stop eating. Nobody can stop you. The moment you say, I have decided, Lakshman sir has called, I will come. No matter what will happen, nobody can stop. I have an option to request you to excuse, but I have chosen. I wanted it. It has to happen. The moment you go, who will tell you to early morning when you get up from the bed, you take out your toothpaste and brush, whether anybody told you, you know, you wanted that you have to be fresh. You wanted to wash your face. Nobody, you have not seen. You wanted to take bath. Nobody told you if you do not take bath. Today's youngsters, without having brush, they have bad coffee. Who has given that imbibe? Arey yaar, ek din ke liye, whatever happened, let one day it's okay, nothing happened. We are only indirectly encouraging, right? I'm not saying as Lakshman sir, as Shastri, I'm just saying in general. So the imbibing the qualities inside you, nobody, you are the guru. What Patrisa tells, you are the boss of your own. Nobody can stop. The moment I am a smoker, I only can decide. You may see 100 ads. You may say on the cigarette packet also they write cigarette smoking is injurious. But still people, the person who is manufacturing, the person who is selling. But there are people who are government is encouraging, because government they do not get the money, but they also encourage not to smoke also. They say that's the reason why there is a TIF, right? So that is a business decision. But at the same time, it's there within you whether to take, not to take. You can take a drink. You not to take a drink is your choice. Nobody can influence you. Husband and wife, they live together, but nobody can influence anybody. You can only suggest as a friend. She can also suggest to a friend. If you are eating more sweets, then she may come and say that don't take. Choice is yours. If you increase your body weight, what will happen? Right? It only harms you, not others. That's why I believe, again, your answer is that you are within. You are the boss of your own. You are the guru of your own. Nobody can overrule you. The moment you decide, I'll stop, drop it. That's it. So the medicines also happen through fear, through comparison. If I die, the question of fear comes. So many kinds of fears are there. Now most of the masters are taking classes on fear. I talk only simple one-liner. Is that fear of death. So fear of money, nobody bothers. Fear of death. Even though 89, 90 years also, he is having fear of death. The moment Patrisa tells from the day one, no death, no death, no death. It's only a karma you have come. It is very easy to tell, sir, Lakshman sir, but practice it is absolutely. Because I have seen so many masters. In my own building, there was one of my co-owners are there. He is not a meditator, but his wife used to come and do the meditation. He always encourages. But when he was vacating the body, he knows pretty well. He has seen Patrisa. He has seen his coming because he is in trauma. That means he is in no man's stage. So he is seeing, he's only with words he is telling, he's showing the pyramid like this, and they're calling me. So everybody, that point of time, your soul has to decide, I have to leave. The soul will only tell. Doctors may say, you may pray, take the body, nothing. In one of the close friends, she's on the bed for the last 8-9 months, not eating, not drop of water she's taking, but still she's on the bed. Because her soul is not wanting to go. Still desire, still your etheric body is touching here only. When your etheric body touches your emotional body, automatically it happens. Nothing is going to happen. That's what both examples I have seen. The lady which is there, I have seen, and the person who has very happily he has gone. He was saying bye-bye to his wife and son. Don't do anything after me. Just take me to the electronic cremation. Just close it. That's all. One day you take off. See, that's what the maturity, no? That's what the understanding is.
Thank you so much for the wonderful sharing, sir.
Thank you very much.
Namaste. Beautiful sharing, very long session, very, for me, it's very, very knowledgeable, informative for me. And I hope everybody agree also, and I hope most of our masters worldwide will log in and see your video and take a lot of takeaways from your talk, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Since we are from the corporate sector, the same line I have talked so that it will be easy to connect everybody.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swati Madam. Thank you, Sarana Rao.